Let's take a look. One minute before I let you go, this is Troy Franklin, and he is posting a picture. Cleveland, Ohio. It's a wide receiver from Oregon, 6'2", 176 pounds. NFL prospect profile comp is Chris Olave. 2023, here's his numbers: 81 receptions, 1,383 yards, 14 touchdowns, 14 deep catches, 8th best in NCAA. 588 deep yards, 11th best. 3.32 yards per route run, 6th best. 3.07 yards per route run versus zone, which is 12th best. He did have 9 drops, but again, he was in town for a visit this week. That's a guy that's intriguing if he's there at 54. And you've seen some people, some of the national guys earlier were saying he was a guy that they thought might be there.
I think there is a possibility he can be there. But like as I brought up earlier with a player like Audric Estime, his 10-yard split at the combine in the 40 was faster than Franklin's. He also had a longer broad jump than Troy Franklin. So sometimes when we get into these things and these numbers and these testing numbers, not everybody looks at every single thing. You look at a 40, that's fine. But you also go back to the gauntlet drill at the combine. Troy Franklin was all over the place on the gauntlet. It almost kind of looked like a car that was losing its steering, weaving and going. A player like Keon Coleman, who a lot of people are having issues with, he was the fastest running player while running the gauntlet. It's going to be interesting because the wide receiver, when you have this many and you know a lot are going to go high, it's really going to come down to who are our handful of guys. Who are the 2 to 3 that we really like and think can be in contention at 54? Because not all 32 teams are going to think alike. So even though the Browns may say Franklin could be a guy at 54, you look at a team like the Buffalo Bills who now have a huge opening at the wide receiver position. Maybe that's somebody they value, and they value obviously 25, 27 picks higher. You know, I'm not totally down on Franklin. I'm just not sure that that's going to be the guy that comes in and is going to find a way to force his way onto the field above Moore, above Judy, above Amari Cooper, just by maybe being a one-trick deep route running pony. And look, we have seen some of these guys from Oregon in the past. They were always finding a way to scheme guys wide open. I wouldn't hate the pick. I'm just really curious. Get me to 54. If the Browns do want to go wide receiver, let's look at the board. Let's see the 2 to 3 who were available. And then you would probably have a better point at pinpointing who would probably be the best asset. I just don't know if Franklin walks into that room and has anything that separates him from anybody else in that room.